Guys, how is everybody doing? Gladys, how are you? Hey, what's happening?
Very fine, very fine.
Yeah, I'm sure you are excited because this is the school.
Yes.
Yes, we are now moved to another level.
Just proceed. Yes, you may accept when the time comes, just proceed. Also, I'm just
They will see you the other end.
students who will make them see me.
Toka hapo. Toka tu hapo.
Yes, sasa unaonekana. Kama unaona unaongelea.
Umeona zile video zilikuwa za last time?
Ukimwongelesha atasikia tayari.
Osuba.
Gladys, why are you putting your screen here?
I wanted to confirm
Okay.
whether there is something that will go on like that.
No, it's okay. In fact, that's okay. You will see, you will just be walking them through.
Okay.
We are waiting for Dr. to log in. Then we start.
Share screen. Stop screen sharing. Stop screen sharing hapo juu. Hapo.
Roy, how are you?
Fine, thank you, Prof. How are you?
I can see you are strong and healthy.
I've also seen you strong. I thank God. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, we continue trusting.
Gladys, mute your mic when you are discussing.
Henry, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Professor.
Yeah, I am moving from the analog to the now the modern technology.
I think even as we resume in September, digital will now have a population.
Yes, it will actually. We'll all be going there.
Yes.
Good. Keep safe, eh?
Okay, thank you. You too.
Kiara. Kiara onekani hapo.
Halo.
Habari ya Kiara?
Njema kabisa.
Nzuri kusikia sauti yako. Library sawa sawa?
Tuko sawa sawa.
Lakini tuko kwa mtandao.
Yeah.
Asante.
Peter.
Yes.
I think you can start. Daktari is in, eh?
Okay. So you're back.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, I wish to welcome you to today's session of orientation. I will take this opportunity to welcome our students, new students who are joining us in May, and appreciate you for the courage to take this step of starting your studies despite the current challenge. And we are here to support you and to bring you on board so that you can conveniently pursue your dream of university education. Today's session is to get highlights from the various heads of departments to guide you through the services that are going to facilitate your studies. We will have a session with the director, Digital School of Digital Learning, Digital School, and also the IT manager to take you through in a very detailed way the procedure of onboarding or logging into the student portal as well as the learning platform. And we trust that when we resume normalcy, we'll have a session to also interact one-on-one so that we are able to strengthen our bond as we work on your career. So I wish to take this opportunity to welcome our DBC, Academics, Research, and Student Affairs, Dr. Alice Njuguna. Welcome.
I think this is trying to connect. If I can see.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Thank you.
And have a feeler.
Thank you for that. As I mentioned earlier, we're having various set of department, and our senior most dean, Professor Kibas. And I wish to take this opportunity to welcome Professor, to welcome you, and later on welcome our Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics, Research and Student Affairs. Welcome, Professor.
Sorry, I want to say greetings to each one of you, and I want to welcome all of us to our university. This is a university that is going places. Zetech University is a great university, I want to say. And before we go on, I just want to say that we thank God for this time that this country and the whole globe is going through. We know that it's not very easy, that all of us have to adjust to different ways of doing things, from the normal to the abnormal, and now it will become a normal way of doing business. And we thank God. We cannot but thank him because of this far he has brought us. I want to begin by saying that for the new students who are joining us, you are joining a family of Zetech University, and this is a great family. Some of you have already had a lot of other programs earlier, certificate and diploma, and you are progressing. I want to welcome you and welcome all of the new students who are joining us. And I want to wish you God's blessings as we continue in this new semester, May, August. I know there will be challenges here and there, but I believe that we can surmount them. When you look at the history of man, really, it is very interesting to see that there have been challenges all through since man was created. And so they were overcome. And even these ones of COVID-19 and its challenges of people studying from away from home and studying at home, of course, and not at the usual places of study and work, I believe that all of us are going to make it. I want also to thank the parents who have actually supported us, those who are paying your fees and those who are sponsoring you. We really appreciate this partnership. And as a university, we are looking forward to really partnering together and making sure that you as a student will benefit from the programs you are going to go through. You will get the knowledge, the skills, and the training, and that you'll really be prepared. You know, our university's motto is invent your future. And so we believe that you joining us, you among all other institutions, this is the place where you will invent your future. You've come in as a young man or a young lady, but at the end of it all, you'll be a gentleman and a lady when you finish, equipped with skills and knowledge that will not only help you to get employment, paid employment, but also knowledge that you can be able to stand on your own and start your own business. We believe that we give you entrepreneurial opportunities at the university. Coming to the university means really you have an opportunity to look at yourself from different perspectives and see what you want to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 50 years to come. I remember when I was an undergraduate like yourselves, I didn't know that I would be where I am today, but I had one thing in mind. I focused in my studies. And I believe all of you have come focusing, you know, and not listening to other noises. There'll be people discouraging you. Why are you studying? Why can't you wait? But I want to tell you that the decision is yours and it's you making your future. And we believe that by you joining us, you'll make the future. As mentioned earlier, my name is Professor Peter Kibas. I'm a professor of entrepreneurship and management, and I am also the dean of the School of Business. And I want to welcome all of you, those coming to the business school and joining, of course, the various other schools. I want to welcome you. And I believe that our faculty is well prepared, ready for you. We have we'll be preparing you well. We have the resources and we have the library, which will be able to support you. We also have online programs, as we'll be doing this through the blended learning. Blended learning is a very challenging and interesting area where you are learning new things all the time. Of course, using the old adage that learning is a lifelong process. So we all learn new things. As I talk to you, some of us went through the analog school where there were the notes written and we're receiving them hard copies. But here we are moving forward into the new era where you'll be getting online information. And as the various speakers will be talking to you, including the director of the digital school, we are moving towards making your learning more enjoyable. But just to say one thing, one of my students has already checked on the notes, the classes she'll be attending, and she's so excited. She tells me, I can't wait to begin because it's more interesting. You know, you are self-directed, you listen to lectures, live lectures, you will also comment, and you have an opportunity, and you have all these resources that are provided to you. And I believe this is going to help you, and the learning will be never the same. It'll be different. I'm sure you'll be much better than those who went through the old school. And so I want to wish you the best as you continue. I want to wish you the God's blessings. And I want to tell you, use all the resources. You know, when it comes to blended learning, you are the center of everything. You can decide to attend or not to attend, but we'll expect you to attend because we'll be taking roll call also, and we'll expect you to participate, which will be grading, so that you are able to learn. As I mentioned earlier, being in the university is a place where you reinvent yourself. At the college level and lower level, you are fed on by other knowledge and so on, what people have done. But here at the university, we want to discover the knowledge, discovering, exploring, asking questions, challenging the existing knowledge. And I'm sure our faculty members are ready to help you and guide you. Will guide you. It's you to actually take up the challenge and expand to your territory and learn. So I want to wish you well as you join us. This is a university, a great university, and I want to again convey my appreciation and that of the university and the School of Business to yourselves and your parents. And we believe that we are all going to make together. Let's not forget to pray for one another, pray for our country, pray for the whole globe, pray for those who are not able to join us. And so we believe that all of us are together as a human race, and we believe God is hearing prayer and all things will be normal from the abnormal. We thank you and we bless you. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prof. And the DVC will be joining us late. So I wish to take this opportunity to welcome the head of department, a School of Business, who works very, very closely with the professor. Welcome, Bwana Kiogora.
Thank you, our registrar. I hope everybody can hear me. My name is Henry Kiogora. I head the School of Business and Economics under the leadership of our able dean, that is Professor Peter Kibas. And just to confirm to all the new students that we are orienting today, that we are very ready to train you through this semester, that is from May to August. Just to give an overview of our school, we have 6 degree programs, 5 diploma programs, and 2 certificates. And in addition to that, we also train students at the Zetech Business Technical Institute, other courses that are examined externally. So we as School of Business and Economics, we train all the students who will be taking business courses will be at the School of Business and Economics. I want to confirm to all of you that we are ready for you, and because the timetable is out, we expect all the students to be attending their classes. There is no excuse because, like our dean mentioned, we'll be taking registers and we expect all the students to be attending their classes. There is a policy that says that for you to sit for an exam, you must have attended 75% of all the classes in a given semester. So again, we expect, because we'll be marking the registers, we expect you to attend all your classes. And this has nothing to do with all the units, but we are mentioning per unit, you have to attend the 75%. I don't want to mention much, but I want to inform all the new students that we'll be ready, and anytime you are stuck, you can always get back to us so that we can assist you, so that we can support you. We don't want you to be stuck and then you just stay aside. Just reach out to us. I'll give my email address so that in case you have any challenge, you can always reach me. My email address is henry.kiogora@zetech.ac.ke. henry.kiogora@zetech.ac.ke. Thank you very much, Registrar. Back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Kiogora. And I wish to mention to the student that we'll be having a detailed guideline, which will be shared with you because we might not have a lot of time in this session, but we'll be able to give you much details so that they're able to guide you. I wish to take this chance to welcome Head of Department Media, Mr. Roy.
Thank you so much, Bwana Registrar. My colleagues, my fellow heads of department, the other members that we do work together in the academics department, the students alike, good morning. I take this opportunity also to wish you a very, very wonderful hand of welcoming you into Zetech. As you heard the way our Dean of Business said, that Zetech is a family, and indeed we cherish you. That not only are you just coming here to learn, to get your academic skills, but we shall also nourish you socially, spiritually. That's why we are saying that we are a family. My name, as you heard, are Mr. Roy Hemba, the head of Media Arts and Design, and I'm welcoming aboard all the students in the Department of Media who are going to do certificates and a diploma. When I'm talking about certificate, I'm referring to certificate in journalism and media studies, and I'm also referring to certificate in journalism, ICM. We also have a diploma, that is diploma in communication and media studies. And also we have a diploma in journalism, that is also ICM. So on behalf of all the other members of staff, I like to encourage the students in my department and assure them that in as much as it appears that probably, as the Dean of Students says, it appears to be we're in abnormal times, these abnormal times are going to make them to be very, very normal. And I want to assure the students that even as you come on board, I want you to trust into us that everything is under control. We prepared for you even before you came, even as the scriptures say that God knew you even before you were born. For us also, we prepared for you even before you came. So even as you start your studies today, I want you to come on board knowing that everything is under control. Feel free to interact with any of us. Don't die with the challenges. Don't have challenges and keep quiet. All of us here at the university, we have an open door policy. whereby we're going to help you and you're going to succeed in each and everything that you're going to do. So if you want to be the tomorrow's Hussein Mohammed, by the Hussein Mohammed was my student. If you want to be the tomorrow's Robinson Okenya, again, Robinson Okenya was my student. For those of you who watch KTN, then this is the place to be. And I want to assure you, regardless of whatever situation that we are in the moment, you'll come out to be strong. That you'll be strong even more than that Robinson Okenya. You will be strong even more than that Hussein Mohammed, who was the award-winning media personality in the year 2018. So we believe and we trust that we are with you, and we shall make sure that each and everything you're going to do is going to be a success. So don't look back and then say that probably you are starting your studies at a challenging time, but indeed you're starting a study at an opportunistic time, and we're going to help you as much as possible. I wish to give you my contact so that you can feel free to reach me at any other time in case you have any challenge. My email address is roy. At Zetech, okay, at zetech.ac.ke.
Hello, Mr. Roy. We did, pardon, you were interrupted, please.
I was
Mr.
interrupted.
Roy?
Let me, yeah.
Yes,
Am I on again?
Yeah, you can deactivate your video, then you can give us the number.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're very clear.
Okay, thank you. So I was giving you my contacts. My email address is roy.haemba@zetech.ac.ke. The Haemba is KHAEMBA. I'll repeat again, that is roy.haemba@zetech.ac.ke. My telephone number, feel free to call me at any time. My telephone number is 0723 363142. I'll take that again, 0723 363142. So once again, all the students, not just only for media, but the entire students that are coming on board today, I want to wish you a fruitful May, August 2020 semester, full of God's blessings and guidance. So thank you so much, na karibu Zetech. Asante.
Thank you very much, Bonaroy, and for the insights that you've given our students. I wish to welcome Madam Josephine, to the head of Department ICT Engineering, to give her remarks. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Bwana Registrar. My name is Josephine Magu. I want to welcome you students to our university. We appreciate and we are very happy to welcome you to your university. I head the Department of ICT and Engineering, and we have various programs in our department. We have degree programs, BSAT and BPIT. We also have diploma programs, diploma in information technology, diploma in business information technology. We have diploma in computer science. We have diploma in software engineering. We also have certificate programs in IT, certificate in information technology. In addition, in engineering, we have a diploma in electrical engineering and certificate in electrical engineering. You're very welcome to the various programs in which you have applied, and we assure you that we are going to provide a holistic education to you, training and skills. We have integrated various certifications within our our courses that will help you to build your skills, that will help you to, as you go out of the market, you will be very prepared, and the industry will be accepting you immediately as you graduate. Our diploma programs will take you 4 semesters and 5 semesters and 6 semesters, depending on the course you're taking. For engineering courses, you take 6 semesters. For the ICT courses, that is DBIT and DIT, you'll take 5 semesters, including attachment. We also have certificate programs. Our certificate will take you 2 semesters, that is CIT, and the CE program that is the examined by NEC will take you around 2 years, but that is dependent on the exam. We are welcoming you in this time when we have the situation that has been brought about by COVID-19. But we assure you that we are going to give you a fruitful and enjoyable time in our classes. We will involve our lecturers. They will be communicating to you every step of the way, and whichever concerns you'll have, you will communicate with them, and you'll also communicate with us. My contacts are, my email address is josephine.magu@zetech.ac.ke, and my contact is 0721513140, 513140. And as you prepare to start your classes, be assured that we are giving you skills that will help you to embrace the technology. As you can see, technology is taking the center stage of the employment industry, and this is where you're supposed to be. So we welcome you, and we promise you to prepare you in the best way possible, so that by the time you go out of your by the time you graduate, you will be prepared to take up all the opportunities that will be awaiting for you. I want to welcome you and wish you all the best in our university, and wish you all the God's blessings, and wish you all the best as you start the May-August 2020. Thank you very much. I welcome you back, Mr. Registrar. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Josephine. And indeed, she has talked about innovation. And just to mention that one of his students, Mudungu, won 4 million and a project of intelligent care that is working on for commercialization. So I look forward to meeting in that session. So I wish to welcome Linda, our head of department, education, arts and social sciences, to give her remarks. I wish to take this chance as Madam Linda is preparing to welcome Charles, Head of Department, Hospitality and Tourism. Mr. Charles, you can unmute your mic.
Okay. Good morning, students and members from wherever you're watching. Welcome to Zetech. And as Professor Kibasa started by saying that we are in challenging times. And I wish to challenge you that when you're in a dance floor, when the beats of the music change, so does the dancing style has to change. Thank you for adjusting to your dancing style accordingly. Now, I'm happy to join with you today, ladies and gentlemen. Your choice of joining Zetech today is going to go down as the greatest decision you ever made. Not only is it going to be history, it is going to be an inspiration to those who look up to you. You've decided, despite all these challenges, you've decided to invest in education and to invent your future in Zetech University. And we are much humbled on that. Welcome to the Department of Hospitality and Tourism. Here we boast of the competent, well-equipped facilities and very caring and competent lecturers who will stop at nothing to make sure that you become the best player in the industry. In this mode, we shall be using a blended learning. That is, theories will be learned online. Then later, when we resume, we will cover the practical side. In the School of Hospitality and Tourism, we have the following courses. That is a degree, Bachelor of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management, which takes 8 semesters. So a semester in a year, we have 3 semesters. So our degree course takes 8 semesters. Then we have a diploma in tourism management, diploma in hospitality management. Our diplomas take 2 years. Then we have certificate in hospitality and tourism management, certificate in tour guiding operations, which is a NEC course, then certificate in food and beverage service, which is also a NEC course. Our certificates take 1 year. Then we have an artisan in food and beverage. Then I will also share with you my contacts in case you need to reach me. My email is charles.odhiambo@zetech.ac.ke. My mobile contact is 0712 674 675. So we look forward to meeting you, and we shall be orienting you more. And even if this marks the start, I can't help but envisage your graduation day, how it will be, that infectious smile of yours, that irresistible joy, when we shall all gather and celebrate. What a joy will that be, ladies and gentlemen. Karibuni sana to the School of Hospitality, and we welcome you. Karibuni sana Zetech. Thank you, Bwana Registrar.
Thank you, Charles, for the clarity. Charles is leading a department that has been training experts in various hotels. In fact, if you go to any hotel in this country, you are likely to meet a student of Charles, and also in the tourism sector. So I'll take this opportunity to welcome the last presenter in that category of heads of department, Madam Linda, who is in charge of education, arts, and social sciences. Welcome. Linda, kindly unmute your mic.
Good morning, dear students. I am the HOD for Education, Arts, and Social Sciences. I want to welcome you to our very good university, that is the Zetech University. I'm happy to inform you that your dreams, your visions have not been disappointed for having joined us. And thank you also for showing your braveness, for going beyond that which was expected, knowing the corona pandemic that we have. We want to congratulate each one of you And I want to assure you that you're not going to be disappointed at all, at all. As my colleague Charles has said, that by the time you'll be graduating, all the joys and all the loves will be there. I assure you that that is going to happen. God giving us the life and the strength. So I welcome you to Zetech. Know that you're very happy that you're here, and we are more than ready to take care of you. We are more than ready to handle you, and I know you're going to enjoy the experience both in class and also outside when normalcy resumes. We're going to have a blended kind of learning that is a new technology for us, and we are good to go with you. It's something you're going to enjoy so much, and then you're going to give us good reports. In our department, we train educators, we train arts programs that are very relevant with the needs of the community that we have today. For the courses, we offer education. We also want to train us out there to be handling students at all levels. So in education, we are doing arts. We have arts subjects, the geography, history, Swahili, CRE, and I believe those who would be interested, I know you're going to be supported. We also have BAD, that is Bachelor in International Relationship and Diplomacy, which is also gaining, all over, not just in Kenya, but all over, because of the needs of the community, the needs of different nations, which we believe it is very, very relevant for education. And we also have diploma courses. We have diploma in international relationship and diplomacy. We also have diploma in criminal studies. Most of the time it's called criminology. We also have diploma in counseling psychology. We have diploma in community development, diploma in community health, diploma in project management. We have also certificates in development studies. We have also the BTI courses, the ECD, the diplomas, and the certificates in the ECD. So we want to tell you that you're very happy you're here with us, and we're not going to disappoint you. And I know that your dreams and visions are going to be achieved at the end of it all. The diploma takes the same time as other programs as have been mentioned by our colleagues, and also the centers for degrees are also the same in this department. My number contacts are 07, the phone number is 0713699990, and my email address is linda@zetech.ac.ke. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam Linda. And just to clarify, is that there is a department that trains teachers. If you are training in teaching, psychology, community development and social work, community health, and related arts courses, then you will be able to be supported by your head of department, Linda. So I take this opportunity to welcome our librarian, because you, despite not being in campus physically, you are able to access library resources and enjoy your studies. So welcome, Vanessa.
Thank you so much, Bwana Registrar. To our viewers, my name is Samuel Mwangi. I am the librarian, and I will wish to take the shortest time possible to get to engage with you and also to assist you with getting to know how to access the e-resources that you shall be using at this time when you shall be joining us for the new semester. Now, despite us not having access to the print copies, I will wish to guide you on how to quickly access the e-resources. First of all, what you need to do is to engage us through our email, which is elibrary at zetech.ac.ke. I will repeat, it is e-library at zetech.ac.ke. Once you get to write an email to us, we shall require you to provide some details. That is your names in full, and then your registration number, and then the course that you are taking. That is, you shall provide your full names, your registration number, and also the course that you are taking. And then after that, we shall give you a response. And from that response, we shall require you to reset your password so that you can be able to access the e-resources. From the e-resources, you'll find that we have quite a number of databases that you can access. That is, they will range from EBSCOhost to Sage Journals, Emerald Insight. We have also the JSTOR and many others. So we have over 20 databases that you can get to access and find resources for your studies. Also, we have a hotline where you can call us and get to contact us for any help that you may need. Our number is 0705 278 678. I will repeat, 0705 278 678. If you don't get us through that line, you can send us an email also to library@zetech.ac.ke. That is library@zetech.ac.ke. Thank you so much. That will be all from the library department, and I'll take it back to you, Bwana Registrar.
Thank you very much, Sam. And just to assure our students that the team from the library are ready to support you. When you call that number, you will be able to assist them on board, or you send the email, you will be guided accordingly. I take this chance to welcome our Dean of Students, who takes care of you as you go through your academics. She ensures that you're also supported and you develop as an all-rounded student. Welcome, Madam Dean.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Osumba. And all protocols observed, good morning to you all. My name is Elizabeth Moher, the Dean of Student Affairs. And on behalf of the Student Affairs Office, let me extend my warmest welcome to you all. I'm sure you're all enthusiastic and looking forward to starting your wonderful and exciting journey here at Zetech University. Indeed, you have chosen one of the finest institutions of higher learning, and I can assure you that you have made the right choice. So the role of the Student Affairs Office is to collaborate with faculties and other partners to ensure that the students develop their full potential. We achieve this by integrating the intellectual, spiritual, moral, cultural, and social dimensions of the students' educational experience. So basically what we do is try to integrate the in and out of the class experience. The Student Affairs Office is the point of contact for all students. So if students have any issues, the office to go so that you can get help is the Student Affairs Office. So in case you require any assistance from our office, you can contact us on this number, 0789 900 177. I repeat, 0789 900 177. And the email address is deansoffice@zetech.ac.ke. deansoffice@zetech.ac.ke. So the Student Affairs Office focuses on the following areas. Focuses on student leadership, where the students choose their student leaders who articulate issues on their behalf. It also focuses on sports. We have vibrant soccer, basketball, rugby, volleyball, and martial arts teams. And we also have various indoor games. Among those are pool, table tennis, darts, Scrabble, chess, and many others. We also engage in social activities so that it's not all about academics. We have very fun social activities. They include talent shows, campus hangouts, where we engage renowned artists to perform on campus. We have modeling competitions like Mr. and Mrs. Zetech, among other fun activities. We also have a variety of very vibrant clubs. which I'll encourage you all to join once you report on campus. We also focus on student welfare, where we do counseling and guidance and counseling. We focus on student personal and medical issues, international students. If there are any international students among you, we assist you to get your people pass. And we also assist persons with disability, or those persons who are able differently, so that we ensure that their stay here at Zetech is very comfortable. We also focus on career and academic support. Here we are talking about linking students to attachments, internships, and job placements. We also do capacity building training, where we focus on areas such as entrepreneurship, employability, leadership, and life skills, among others. We also have other various programs like mentorship programs and many others. Our main mode of communication is done through the social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, Instagram, and notice boards. But however, in our office, we focus mainly on WhatsApp and notice boards. So when you report back to campus, you ensure that you check these platforms on a daily basis, especially their notice boards. We also deal with discipline. Students here at Zetech are required to maintain very high discipline at all times, especially when you report to the main campuses. Any form of indiscipline is not normally condoned here, and it leads to severe disciplinary action. And this may include a suspension or expulsion. So a student code of conduct will be issued to you, and you will be required to sign the bond of conduct, but this will be done when normalcy resumes. We also have a dress code. So students will be required to be well groomed and decently dressed at all times, especially when they're on campus. Access to the campus will be denied if the dress code is violated. Decent dressing and good grooming are important, as they play a big role once you join the job market. So we believe that each of you will adhere to the dress code standard. A soft copy of the dress code and the student code of conduct can be found in our website, Student Life, and there you'll be able to get the two codes. Kindly read them and acquaint yourself with them. So I sincerely hope that you'll utilize the Student Affairs and the Student Council's offices to the fullest, because our office is here to serve you. And as Douglas George once quoted, your world is as big as you make it. So may Zetech University empower you to fulfill what God has purposed for you. And may God richly bless you. Karibu sana Zetech. Thank you, Mr. Sumba.
Thank you very much, Madam Dean, for the clarity. And I know just for the, if it were not for the limited time, we'll be able to have shared so much that the art office does. And I look forward to see you grow and experience what that office does to be all-rounded. At this point, I wish to appreciate those who are listening and following our session. And I also acknowledge that I've seen several comments that we'll be responding to along the way as we progress with our orientation. At this point, I wish to take you through the brief of your academic affairs and how the registrar's office is going to support you. And just to clarify that your journey begins when you make the first step and the first decision to make an application and join Zetech University. And from that time, we work with you, and it is our hope that we're able to walk you through the journey of Zetech University up to graduation. And this exercise we are going through right now is orientation, which is the first onboarding activity to have you as Zetech University student. Along the way, we are going to have matriculation, where you get to meet the Vice Chancellor and the leadership, academic leadership of Zetech University to commission you as our dear student, and you'll be able to confidently continue with your studies as the official student of Zetech University. As my colleague had mentioned, these are extraordinary times, and that's why we're having this virtual orientation. I wish to mention that we have given a lot of emphasis to a very critical step that I want you to pay attention to, how to register yourself on the student portal and how to join the blended learning platform, which will come at the tail end of this presentation. But again, as I mentioned, the colleagues who have come before me have been a bit brief, but we are going to share a detailed PDF with you so that you are able to go through and be able to understand, take the journey of Zetech University. So the first step is to register yourself, and the registration is through activation of your email. And once you've reported yourself, which is done through the portal, you will be able to register for your unit that you will be doing in the semester. After which, you will also be required to join your class virtually. And how do you join your class? You join your class by logging into our e-learning platform. And we are going to give you thorough orientation on how to do that. And in that session, you are going to have interactive sessions, just like you would have had in a face-to-face session at the campus. And you're able to have discussion, you're able to have questions, be able to seek clarity and get lectures from your lecturers. This journey is guided by what we call an academic calendar. And an academic calendar indicates the weeks, the breakdown of weeks, and the activities in each week that you will be required to go through, including the lessons, the examination, the orientation, like what we're having today is the first activity on the semester schedule that we are going to share with you. And at Zetech University, we run a trimester system, meaning in one calendar year, and in calendar year, I mean from January to December, you have 3 trimesters. That is January, April, May, August, and September, December, with exams at the end of each semester. We run I would say, 2 units, academic units. We have Zetech University examinable, Zetech University programs examinable by the Senate under the university. And we also have programs which are examinable by external bodies. And in this case, I mean NEC, ICM, Cisco, and some of and Huawei. As you might have read last year, and even 2018, that we have been a leading academy of Huawei, and one of our students was sponsored all the way to China to represent the country in South Africa and also in China. And we have the best trainer in the country as regards to Huawei. That is Mr. Samuel Kinuthia. You can Google that. So these programs are run under a unit called ZBTI, Zetech Business and Technical Institute. But we are also guided by a semester schedule. And the schedule will also indicate when you are required to book your exams, when your exams are supposed to be done, and how you are supposed to transition through the various milestones in your career. So we are going to share that in PDF, and that will guide you. And the entire calendar is called Almanac, and Almanac has all the functions, including some which are non-academic, and you'll be able to see that calendar. And as Zetech University, we are unique in that we plan, we do a plan, an almanac that runs over 2 years. So that if you are joining now, the almanac, you should be able to tell when you'll be finishing your course. You should be able to tell when you will be required to do unit registration in the year 2021, the May-August semester. You will be able to know how probably you are supposed to pay your fees. So we do that to allow you to do your planning and be able to have uninterrupted learning. So alongside that, again, we will be able to authenticate your academic documents, the ones you've attached, as you are making an application, to ensure that you have the correct documents, and we don't expose you in a way that you use the wrong document, and then you are not able to have your study. So we're able to identify that as you start your studies and advise you to ensure that you put your documents in order. As you join your studies, and as was mentioned by one of our colleagues, we expect you to attend your classes. You may not be live for the entire 3 hours, but we have a breakdown, and you will be guided by your lecturer how you are going to learn in a very convenient way. And you should not be worried of bundles, because Zetech University will provide you with bundles for this session so that you are able to have uninterrupted learning. I also wish to mention that you are required to attend at least 75% of your classes so that you are able to qualify for examination. And you also required to register those units that you are doing in that semester. Because if you don't register your units, then you will be considered as having not been in that semester, and you lose the coursework that you've done, and you also lose the fee that you're paid. So we encourage you to register for your units and attend classes. And when we resume one session, face-to-face session, you're required to sign attendance registers. When you attending your classes, you only sign for yourself, don't sign for somebody else, because that will be will attract disciplinary action. When you sign for another student, you just sign for yourself. When you want to take a break from your studies again, we have deferment. For instance, students who have enrolled now and you are, for one reason or the other, you are not able to progress, you will defer your studies. You just need to send your email to currently because of the current situation, you will be able to send your email to Julian registrar at zetech.ac.ke. Registrar at zetech.ac.ke. Same with academic leave. When you are studying and for one reason or the other you are interrupted and you are not able to continue with your studies, then you will be able to take a break from your studies, and that's academic leave. We will share a detailed guideline on the examinations, because we take examinations very, very seriously. And for now, we are going to have our classes virtually, but we trust that the normalcy will be restored in the countries, and we'll be able to resume our face-to-face classes, and also be able to resume our examinations. So don't be worried. Ensure you have your sessions. When we resume your studies, you'll have an interaction one-on-one with your lecturers, and you'll be able to seek any clarity where you feel you are not adequately prepared. We prepare you before you sit for your examinations, and we'll give further communication on as the situation continues to unfold. But you have your classes, but exams we expect you to have face-to-face, and unless advised otherwise in future. So we will share that guideline that will tell you when you're supposed to do exams and the rules and regulations that we expect you to comply with as you have your examinations. So your timetable is already on your student portal. When you'll be guided how to access your portal, and your timetable is there, and you'll be able also to see the semester schedule, how the semester will be running. And I wish to give you some contacts that will be able to give you real-time support as you seek it. So the registrar's office is 0721 211 74. 0721 211 74. We also have departmental administrators who support you all the time at the various departments. So you note this number 0746 62 75 90. 0746 62 75 90. The other number is 0748 25 44 11. So the team will be able to guide you as you study virtually. Otherwise, thank you very much. And at this point, I wish to welcome our DVC academics, research and student affairs to sum up this session before we transition to how to access the portal and how to access the e-learning platform. Welcome, Dr.
Thank you, Mr. Osumba, and thank you, my colleagues and our dear students online. I'm sure you have had a good session talking to the people on the ground, the people who run the programs. Thank you, Professor Kibas and Mr. Kyogora from the School of Business for telling us about the business courses available. Thank you, Josephine from ICT and Engineering. Thank you, Roy from Media, Linda from Education, Arts and Social Sciences, and Charles from Hospitality. And thank you, our librarian, for assuring us that we can still continue reading even when we are online. Our Dean of Students, thank you for encouraging us to follow the rules. I believe that even when we are on Facebook, they still a dress code. I have seen clips of people attending Zoom sessions when they're only wearing a tie. I want to believe that our students will still adhere to the normal etiquette of being online. And thank you, our registrar, for letting us know the regulations on how to be on campus. So to our students, my duty today is very simple because we were supposed to just hear from the people who are actually teachers and the people who are in charge of the teaching. But on behalf of the Office of the Vice Chancellor and myself, we want to welcome you formally to Zetech University. As you have heard, my name is Dr. Alice Joguna. I'm the DVC in charge of academics. Our tagline goes, invent your future. And we want to believe that you have made the right choice to join Zetech University. We're always very excited when new students join us because we know that by the end of their certificate or diploma or degree, our students normally leave when they're already molded into citizens who are useful in the world. As you have heard my colleagues say, we have game changers out there in the industry, in ICT, in hospitality, in business, in innovation. We actually have one of our students has been making a respirator, which is one of the biggest sort of devices as we speak. So when you join Zetech University, you're actually joining a team comprised of students and senior faculty who really want to change the lives of Kenyans and of the world indeed. So as we speak now, you're joining us during what you're calling the New World Order. You are actually going through education in times of emergencies when you can't go to class. We are not in all of the you'll be deciding to join us. And we want to assure you that for us, you are not a faceless human being. In our teaching, we are going to incorporate video conferencing and a lot of face-to-face contacts with your lecturer only via video link, as you shall be told, my colleagues will probably speak after me. So you're not going to be a faceless person. We are going to see your face, you're going to see ours, and we believe that that is going to make a change. We believe that nobody can replace a physical teacher, so we're not just going to send you notes and expect you to read. We will walk with you the journey. We will help you record your classes so that you can replay them and listen to them later. All my colleagues have given you their contacts because they want you to keep in touch. Our Dean of Students has talked about counseling, meaning that if you feel you want to talk to somebody, that you're stressed at home, you're stressed over how to join the link or anything, there is indeed somebody who will get back to you and talk to you. So please take note of those numbers. I am sure even if you did not manage to record them, they'll be availed to you through your portal or via any other means. So our teaching this semester is basically what you're calling blended learning, meaning there'll be elements of face-to-face, there'll be elements of off-campus access, there'll be elements of where you'll read on your own, and hopefully when this pandemic ends, there'll be a case whereby we'll now come face-to-face and get to have a normal orientation and matriculation where you get to meet all of us. So what are we asking you? We are asking you to look on the positive side of things. You are part of history where education has to be run over a video link. And you're not unique. Even kids in primary school and secondary school through the Edu channel and other elements that have been put forward by the Ministry of Education are learning via Zoom. You're simply part of it. So let's look at it from a positive side, because you're simply using technology you have used before. There is nothing new. You guys are the .com generation, as they like calling you. You're people who use Instagram. You're people who use WhatsApp. You're people who use Telegram. You're people who use Google. All that technology that you use on a day-to-day basis. We're simply saying we are now transforming it to use it for learning. And that is good for you because you can't just sit back at home. They say that time and tide wait for no man. They also say, make hay while it shines. So when some people are mourning in the house and wondering what to do, and you have time and you have a few coins to spare, you go ahead and you start off with your studies. My VC always tells us, never waste a crisis. So as we wait for the pandemic to lift, we are happy that you have chosen to go to class instead of sitting back and mourning. And I want to believe that there's a reason why you're here. There's a reason that God decided that you'd finish your high school, for example, in 2019, and try and join college in 2020. And we want to take advantage of that. So for me, I want to urge you to be diligent and to be consistent, attend your classes, even if they are offline. I mean, even if they're not face-to-face. As I said, you're not faceless. We shall be seeing your face. We shall be seeing your signature. We shall be following you. And as the Americans say, this too shall end. This too shall end. Fortunately for you, because you have already started going to school, you'll be ahead of the others. As it ends, you'll be a semester ahead. So keep engaging us, keep schooling, talk to your friends and classmates who are mourning at home and wondering what to do, and tell them that there is hope at Zetech University. You can actually be able to reinvent your future, start your courses and move on, so that by the time this pandemic ends, probably you'll almost be doing your exams, hopefully. So thank you so much, and God bless you. And we look forward to having a face-to-face and even sharing a cup of tea. One of my colleagues said the only thing you cannot share online is a cup of tea. So we look forward to the time we shall be able to sit together, eat together, and talk face-to-face. But remember, you are not a faceless student. We see you face-to-face over a video link. We listen to your concerns and we address them. You have just met one of the most dedicated teams I've ever met. Looking after your interest, some of them don't sleep 24 hours. Some tell me that even if you send a message at midnight, probably one way or the other, it is going to be responded to. So we wish you well, and back to you, Mr. Osumba.
Thank you very much, Daktari, for welcoming our students. And indeed, the team is excited and we are waiting to receive you. Maybe just to, as we transition, just to respond to a few of your comments. Purity Kendi, you wanted the contact for business and economics head of department. I trust you are able to note that. And maybe just to correct, diploma in BIT is in the ICT department, not business. So just in case you didn't get that, again, you can also note the number 0746 62 7590, and you will be assisted. Damaris, you wanted to know where international relations belongs. I wish to clarify that your international relations is under Madam Linda. That is the Department of Education, Arts, and Social Sciences, and she's looking forward to be with you. I've seen a number of requests from ongoing students on support of access to the portal. Kindly send an email to itsupport@zetech.ac.ke. We have increased the team handling that, and you'll be able to be assisted. We can also, we have also seen questions regarding the bundles that we are offering. There's a link that for new students, we are going to share. You fill in your details so that we are able to provide you with the free bundles. It takes, once you fill in the list, we forward to Kenneth, which is in partnership with Safaricom. And the whitelisting takes two weeks. So after 2 weeks, we'll be able to, we are working to reduce the time to 1 week. So, but I assure you that within 2 weeks, you'll be having your bundles, and subsequently you'll be having them in the beginning of the month, the 10 GB bundles, and you'll be able to enjoy your studies. Somebody is asking for the email address of Charles. It is charles.odhiambo@zetech.ac.ke. For the new student, you will be guided in the course of this session how to log onto the portal. And once you've logged in, you'll be able to enjoy your studies. Someone is asking whether they should pay fees before they attend classes. I just want to encourage you to make some payment so that we are able to facilitate your bundles and also be able to access the classes, but not necessarily the entire fee. Maybe just to conclude,
Okay, thank you, Peter, and my other colleagues for the good presentation. Mainly for our team is basically I will share a screen on what we expect from the IT department. So basically under IT, for our new students, this is our workflow. Number one, you have to have a university email address, and this is done by IT department. You'll be given an email address, for example, student name at zetech.ac.ke. The email address has a default password, which is Zetech123. And remember, the Z is in capital letters. It's important. So majority of our students, sometimes they confuse. They write that Z as a small z. Then what we have done is that we normally publish the email addresses. If you go to the website, you will, to this link, zetech.ac.ke, student mail, you will be able to, with your registration number, you'll be able to retrieve that email address. Will be shown. Briefly, my colleague Kevin will take you through. Then that's one. That's the first service you need. You need to have an email address for you to be able to access another service in Zetech University. It's important that you have your email address. Then as you retrieve it from this link, the zetech.ac.ke /student mail, you need to key in your registration number, your university registration number, then it will be able to give you your email address. Then number two, we have the portal. The portal, that's where we access all our services as a student. The link to the portal is www.portal.zetech.ac.ke. And this one is done by yourself as a student. You go there, you create your account, you supply your registration number, and then you supply your password, which you can be able to remember. Then a confirmation email, a notification will be sent to your email address. So it's important that you have to have the point number one here. That notification, once it's sent, you go to your email address, then you click confirm. Then now that means your portal is active. So under the portal, the services you can be able to get under the portal, number one, there is what we call the reporting. Reporting basically means when you go inside the portal, you'll be shown. On your left side, you'll be able to see a link for reporting. Reporting basically means that you have an intent of starting the semester. And what it does is that it gives you an invoice, which you can be able to print out and go to the bank and be able to make payment. So, and you normally make our payment via, you can make it through the bank, you can make it through via check, or you can make it through via M-Pesa. And I think our M-Pesa bill is 30/30/72. Sorry, 30/30/72. Then the account number will be your registration number. Account number is your registration number. You have to key in. So that immediately once you key in, once you are paid by M-Pesa, then once you key in, that money will be reflected on your portal. Then another service which you get is what we call the unit registration. You will go to the portal, register for your units, which is important so that at the end of the semester, when you do your exams, your marks are able to be keyed in. And unit registration will start from 9th of May. Then another service you can be able to get is a result slip. You can get result slip from your portal. You can print them out and be able to use them. Then you can access your timetable to the portal. Then you can also do lecture evaluation, among other And we also have an hotspot where we post another communication, which is important for your student life. Then number 3 of important is that we need to access, we need to register for the 10 GB bundles. So for the 10 GB bundles, what the link is, we have supplied the link, which is registration.knet.or.ke registration. And we also have, once you go there, you provide your names, your email address, and everything else. There's a list of items which you need to provide. And once you have provided that list of the items under this link, then you submit. What happens, the next point is that a notification will be sent, a verification message will be sent to your email address. So it's important that you have your email address and it's working, the university email address. It will be sent to the university email address, a verification, then you go there, you verify that you are a bona fide student of Zetech University. Then after that, your phone number will be sent to Safaricom, where it will be whitelisted for you to be able to access the bundles at a cheaper, the bundles which will enable you to access our classes at a cheaper rate. And as registrar said, we will be able to, we'll be buying the bundles for you. So it's important that you have to go to this link and register. And if you have any other support queries on email and portal access and the unit registration and reporting, you can go through this WhatsApp chat, the link here, the link is provided, or you can use our email, which is itsupport@zetech.ac.ke. And all this information, I posted it on the timeline. You can check on the timeline of YouTube, where we are currently on our YouTube channel. I've just posted all this information there. So please, you can refer to that information and be able to get the service. So that's all from my part, as I welcome my colleague Kevin to be able to take you through the other bit, the practical aspects of portal access and email access. Thank you. Over to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Baraza. Hello, thanks, Baraza.
Yes. Yeah, you can continue.
Thanks, team, also for this session. And I'd like to take over and take the team through the new students through the portal registration, email retrieval, and also unit registration. So I've already shared my screen. And to start with, we usually have a Zetech portal, and which is I'll actually highlight HTTP, which is zetech.ac.ke. Once we click on that, it takes us right to the Zetech University webpage. Now, from there, because as a new student, we introduce you to where we indicate there is a student life. So the first thing that we do is retrieve our university email, and on clicking on the student mail, you have a section. On clicking on the student life, we have a section where we have a student mail. So you already have a registration number which was given to you upon registering for the university. So I'll just pick a sample of one of the registration numbers in which you can use on retrieving the email. So what you do, once you click on the student email, it brings you to this page. Yeah, actually the highlighted page. So, and what you do, university student email retrieval, enter your student admission number below. So that's what we do. So we enter the registration number, and actually we press on, we retrieve the email. So the system automatically generates to you the student email, on which now you're supposed not to be able to access any communication, any communication sent from the registrar's office, the university, you can be able not to get that. So upon clicking there, there's an option there which says click here. This directly takes you to logging in into the email. So once you generate the email, you click on generate email. So you just copy your email now from the portal itself. So our email, this is our email. Now, these are email for a particular student. So proceed to logging in. So the default password from the portal is a Zetech 123, and actually it's highlighted. It's in highlighted there. So you take Zetech 123. And proceed now to logging into the email. So insert the password, just copy paste. Upon logging in, the system actually automatically requests you now to change the password. You accept that's why you create now your own password. So you can just insert a password in which you can remember. Create password, and then you confirm the password. So once you change the password, now the email becomes active. And now you can proceed now to logging in with the new password as you have generated. So you confirm the email. Now this will be your personal email now. Now this one will be a personal email generated to you by the university. So once you're able to do that now we can proceed now to the next step, which is on registering to the student portal. So once again, we can provide the link to the student portal, which is portal.zetech.ac.ke. So now the next step, once we've already logged into the portal, the first step you do is create an account. Just the way you've created an account for the email, now come again now to create a student portal. So this is how you'll be able now to get do registration, and also evaluate lecturers. All that will be provided in this portal. So once, because you're creating an account, select the role, which is a student. Once you select the role, the first section, it indicates enter your registration number. So you already have your registration number. So you just insert the registration number, and then you enter a password in which you can be able now to remember as we proceed on. So confirm the password and we submit. Upon submission, you receive this notification. Registration successful. Please check your email for login instructions. Now from this, now we go back to the email we created so that we can be able now to get that communication from Zetech University. As you can see, the email has already been forwarded. You have an email in your inbox forwarded from the portal. So which indicates account created successful. But now you have to confirm the account for it to be active. Because if you fail this step, actually when you go to log into your portal, it indicates account has been disabled. So that you have to confirm the account for it now to redirect you now back to the portal itself. So using now the registration number in which we created, just paste the registration number, the password which you created, and now you'll be able now to access the student portal. Once you're now to access the student portal, you can see you have the latest news, latest events. You have your fee balance. So the first step is the first home page. The first page is home. So you can be able now to see the latest news. Once you click on the latest news, you'll be able to get the news, latest events, and also can be able to see your fee balance. So it's also indicated in the news and events, as you can see from the shared screen. So now once you do that, the next thing you're supposed to do is go on reporting. Remember, you have not reported for the current semester. So for this semester to be active, you have to click on the top right corner, which is report now. So once you do that, it indicates allow to report for the session semester. So click on report, and it indicates you have already reported for this session semester. So now you can be able now proceed now and check your fees, the fee status, the fee structure for that current semester, which has been already been invoiced to your account. As you can see, you have the fee for that semester, which is already been indicated there. And now you can also now proceed now to the units. Once you'll be able now to remember for unit registration, there is a fee policy which will be introduced to you once we reach a registration period. So now you can proceed now to unit registration. From there, you can be able to see the curriculum. So remember this on the curriculum, it only indicates that is an active page, which only indicates the current semesters and the year to full succession. So now we proceed direct to register units. So once you click on register units, for the current semester, as you can see from my screen, it indicates a unit registration deadline has passed. Now that was the previous semester, so we have not opened for the current semester. If the current semester is active, which will be from 9th, you'll be able now to see all the semesters and the units you're supposed to take. So from there, I think let me just proceed on registering on the units. Assuming now the semester is active, then just log in. Remember, you have to remember your password, the password in which you input upon registration, because if you forget the password, it will have challenges in you accessing your portal. You can just reset this password. So we proceed to logging in again. So this is a current, this is a previous semester. So we were on a registering unit. So what happens is, as you can see from semester 2, these fields are inactive. So once registration is open, what the students are supposed to do is click on this on the highlighted boxes. So once you click on the highlighted boxes, the status changes to this, as you can see from the semester 1, the status changes. And from this highlighted red section, it indicates pending, which means now the HOD, the deans of department now, they're able now to approve your units for the current semester. So upon approval, the status changes from pending to approved. Now from then, you can be able now to know that your registration has gone on successful. But remember, upon once it indicates pending, registration is also successful, awaiting the HODs now to approve your current semester. So also now, apart from that, now you'll be able now to do you can be able now to do the examinations section. It will be to be posted there. You can be able to download your history. You'll be able to get messages from the departments. So from the portal, you can be able to access all other fields that you need to access. Also, something else I forget to mention on the fees section, you can be able now to print. You can as well even print the fees track. You can be able to print the fee statement for yourself. So actually, it's a self-service portal. And as I conclude, I would like also to mention something else as I conclude. That currently now, personally, I don't see there is no boundary between digital media and print media. So you can check actually every magazine has an online version. So let's take this positively, and in case of any challenge, you'll be able to assist. Back to you, Baraza.
Okay. Thank you, Kevin. Kevin, for that wonderful. I believe get a fair understanding. And in case for our students, in case you have any other challenges, we are provided on the YouTube chat line, the support channels, and we are available up to, I can say we are available up to midnight. So another time you just WhatsApp chat, do a WhatsApp chat, or do write an email. We do take our time to respond to your request and to give you a solution in terms of the issue, and especially issues concerning access to your email address and issues concerning to portal access. If you have an issue concerning those two, remember it's important. But one of the problems I've seen majority of our students are facing is in terms of, and I'm sure majority of us, we are very young, we are forgetting our passwords. So it's important that password you use, make a point of remembering it, so that you are not, you don't face challenges in terms when you want to access another of our resources. So it's important that you're able to remember your password, the ones you're using. And the key key of them all is that you need to have your email addresses. You need to be able to access your email address. So remember your password for your email address, which is important. Then number 2, for your portal access, your username is your registration number. And you write your registration number the way it is. Because I'm seeing a majority of the other students, they're putting spaces. Because there's no space in that registration number, it's 1. But the moment you introduce a space, then it becomes a different username. So if it's BSCIT /, then it has to be /. You don't type BSIT, then after that you put a space, then you put a /. It becomes a different username altogether. Then you end up now feeling that our portal is not working, or you're not able to access our portal services. So it's important that we're able to remember that in terms of accessing the portal, and in terms of for you to be able also, I've shared the link for you to be able to register your telephone numbers. So please go to that link for registration of your telephone number, so that your number can be whitelisted by Safaricom for you to be able to enjoy the 10 GB bundles will be giving out. So it's important. As far as I'm able to see from what the questions you're asking in terms of what you're supposed to give you in terms of IT. Unless if there's another question, please go to those channels, communicate to us. We are available after you have stayed up to midnight. So we do give support, and we need you to get on board and enjoy our services, enjoy learning. For the same service, blended learning is important. And I wish you all the success for this semester. And I know we are going to succeed. So I welcome you on board, and feel free to be able to contact us anytime. We will be able to give you support as much as we can. Welcome to Zetech University once again. Thank you. Over to you, Sumba.
Thank you. I believe that orientation is recorded, so you can always refer to it in case you forgot something. I appreciate the students who are following the session. A number of students are on board following the session. And maybe just to answer Michael Okinda, you are asking how do you get to student registration number? The admission letter has a student registration number on it, but just in case something is not clear to you, kindly call 0706 622 557. You can call or SMS or chat 0706 622 557. The same to Lorato James. Purity Kendi, you're asking for the timetable. As I said, it is in your portal. Once you log in, you will be able to access it. That's all. At this level, I wish to welcome the director, Zetech Digital School. Welcome. I'm glad.
Thank you, Suba, for giving me this opportunity. I take this opportunity to welcome all the students for this new semester that we are going to run through blended learning. Thank you for taking this bold step and agreeing to study through this mode despite the effects of the pandemic. We all know that we are supposed to take advantage, as the previous colleagues have said. They have said the importance of taking advantage of this crisis. They have informed us the importance of taking advantage of this mode of learning, because the world is not stopping despite the pandemic. And this mode will allow us to do our learning at the comfort of our houses or where we are. And this will also enable us to observe the social distancing. So this mode of study will be run online through our LMS, which is a Moodle LMS. We access it through zds.zetech.ac.ke. As you have been informed, you require to have a student email address and you will go to register your units. Once you get your student email address, we will give you a username and a password that you will use to access our portal. And the username and password, we put it as your name as it appears in your email address. Then we give you a password. So we use your name as it is appearing in your email address, one word in small letters. Then for the password, we are giving, for this semester, we are giving a default password for May 2020 question mark, May 2020 question mark, and M is capital, M is capital. And remember, the question mark is part of your password. And the May 2020 question mark is one word. Do not leave the question mark. Do not put spaces. Also in your name, do not put spaces. And when you are using the username, kindly do not add your at zetech.ac.ke. For example, if I am a student and my email address is gladyswagari@zetech.ac.ke, then my username to access the zds.zetech.ac.ke is Gladys Wagari. One word in small letters. So that is how we will be able to access. After you access, you'll be able to get your timetable from news and announcements, And then your courses that you are doing, you'll be able to get them from my courses. Let me take you through what to expect through I share my screen so that you are able to see how you'll be accessing. So once you type zds.zetech.ac.ke in your URL, this is the page that you'll get. This is the page that you'll get. So you have this area. You are supposed to click here and log in. I'll use an example of one student account. So I'm putting the username. So that is how you put the username. Then you put the password. Once you put the password, you log in. When you log in, this is how the page will appear. This is how the system will appear. So your courses will appear on this area. This is, you have the recently accessed courses. Then you'll also be able to see all your courses here. If you click in progress, you will see all the units that you are doing here. By default, all students are enrolled to a unit called Orientation to E-Learning. This course that when you go through it, it will be enable you to navigate through the portal. So once you click Orientation to E-Learning, kindly you will follow through this. You listen to these videos.
Yes, yes.
You listen to these videos and you'll be able to navigate through the portal. So if you want to access the timetable, you are going to click on news and announcements. Once you click on the news and announcement, the news and announcement page will display and you'll be able to see this is the what is happening now. This is where we have the timetable. So you click on this timetable and you download it so that you can be able to access. If you have any issue, we have our contacts here on how you can contact us. So if you click on our contacts, you will be able to see our contacts from this page and you can reach us and we are going to assist you. Then you can join our WhatsApp page support group by clicking on this link for the WhatsApp. Then when you click on my courses, the units that you'll be doing appear here. So let me take a click on one unit here. So this is one of the units that student is currently doing. Remember, we have been informed that we are encouraging video conferencing, and the students are encouraged. Even our lecturers will be taking you through the use of video conferencing. You'll be running through video conferencing, and then some notes will be posted for you. This area is where the attendance will be taken. Remember, you have been informed that you are encouraged to take 75% of your classes so that you can be able to do your exams. So the lecturers will take your attendance. You'll be able to attend the discussions. You'll also be able to have the chats with the lecturer. You'll be able to access the notes, and also you'll be able to do assignments. So that is in a nutshell what you expect for each and every unit that you'll be having, because it is very, very important for you to interact with the lecturers. So ensure that you follow the rules and regulations, ensure that you follow the lecturers' instructions that you have been given, and also ensure you participate in the discussion forums, you submit your assignments, you do the quizzes that you are going to be given, and also you give the lecturer the feedback on areas where you might be having difficulties. In case you have challenges in logging in, or you have challenges in submitting your assignment, you can reach to us through elearning@zetech.ac.ke or gladys.wagale@zetech.ac.ke. You can also call us through 0714 58863, 0714 58863. You can send a WhatsApp through 0774 515921. WhatsApp number is 0774 515921. And welcome to Zetech University. I want to believe that you are going to have a very rigorous time in all the activities that you are going to be doing. If you have any issue with the schedule, get in touch with us so that we can sort you out. And if you have any challenge in accessing the portal, we are here for you. We are going to assist you, but do not take advantage of you being away and say you are not able to get to the class at the scheduled time because you are away. No, don't take an excuse. That is why it is virtual learning, and you can learn it from where you are. You only need your smartphone or a laptop or a desktop that is connected to the internet, and you are good to go. Thank you, Suba.
Thank you very much, our director in charge of Zetech Digital School. And we look forward to a great experience on that platform. I'm already seeing a lot of positive feedback from our ongoing students who are already logged in, and they're having a good session. Thank you, Kiki, for the positive comments about Zetech University e-learning. To Michael Okinda, I wish to clarify that you can't access your email now because you are a new student. So we need to take you through that process that has just been explained, and then you will be able to access your email. Eric Otieno, joining hospitality and tourism. You're asking for the contact of your HOD. I trust you have been able to have the email as charles.odhiambo@zetech.ac.ke. Otherwise, thank you very much. We'll continue to respond to some of the comments streaming in on YouTube after this session. So thank you very much. Thank you, members, for taking time to be in this session. Thank you, students, for being with us. And I wish you a great time as you prepare. From tomorrow, you should be able to we should be able to transition you to your emails. We'll get further communication on how you can activate your portals and how you can join the learning platform. We'll also share the link on registration for the bundles. Please do register. And for the new students, once you've made some payment, kindly register so that we are able to facilitate your bundles and also be able to join the digital learning platform. From Zetech University, on behalf of Zetech University and on behalf of the faculty, I wish you a great experience as you join us to pursue your dream and invent your future. Welcome.